Welcome, it's Denome. I have found an altcoin that could do 5x or even 10x in the next few months, and that is called Beefy Finance. Now, Beefy Finance, it's a yield optimizer platform. What does that mean? It simply means that if you have Ethereum, if you have Bitcoin, if you have USDC or USDT or any other crypto, you can deposit that crypto on the Beefy and it will optimize it for yield generation using other DeFi platforms. And you don't have to know exactly what all of the different options are available to you. You can simply use Beefy for that. And the market cap, when we take a look at right now, you can see from June of 2022, the price has been pretty much sideways for the last 2.5 years. And right now, after the election, the price has went from $20 million to now only $1 million market cap or $32 million market cap. So that's only an increase of roughly 50% from the bottoms. And we haven't broken through this consolidation area. Once we do break from the consolidation area, I think we can easily go to $50 million, $100 million, and I do believe that even $200 million is possible. Why do I believe that? First, when we take a look at the fully diluted valuation versus market cap, this is 1-to-1. That means there's no more inflation of this token. All of the supply is already circulating. You will not have early investors dumping on you or anything like that anymore. This is a very good thing. But the most or the biggest thing why I would think this has a very good upside is when we take a look at under the hood of Beefy. So when we take a look at under the hood of Beefy, you can see $350 million worth of capital has been deposited to Beefy for yield generation. That's a lot of money, and they can generate a lot of revenue from that. So they have generated $8 million of revenue at an annual rate, which is quite good. That has allowed them to increase their treasury size into $5.6 million. This is a lot of money for a protocol where the market cap is only $32 million. So when we contrast these to the previously biggest yield optimizer on the planet, that was called Yearn Finance. Yearn Finance, unfortunately, is no longer the biggest yield optimizer on the planet, and now they only have $268 million in total value locked. But take a look at this. The market cap of Yearn Finance is $432 million. This is 13 times higher than for Beefy, which simply tells me that either this is in a bubble territory or Beefy Finance is massively undervalued. And when we take a look at the charts here, you can see that the market cap versus the total value locked ratio is 1.6 here. And when we take a look at Beefy, you can see the market cap to total value locked ratio is 0.09. So roughly 20 times better market cap to total value locked ratio than its biggest competitor. It's again simply screaming undervaluation in my opinion. You can also see the revenue here. They have been able to generate roughly $40,000 in daily revenue here in December 6th. And as the bull market continues, I do believe that they will generate even higher revenue going further. And as the crypto assets gain more value, that also means the total value locked goes up of Beefy Finance, and that alone should at least drag the price of Beefy to the upside with it. So that's pretty much why I believe it has so much potential and why it's so undervalued right now. But now let's take a look at the actual project itself, so you can understand a little bit what is the Beefy about. So when we come to the website, you can see it's a multi-chain yield optimizer, and they work with 23 chains. So almost every chain is connected to beefy.com, and unfortunately Solana is not one of them. That is a big downside of Beefy Finance in my opinion. They should add it even though it uses a different programming language, but having Solana would boost this project much higher than not having Solana. But it is what it is. Most of the other chains are out there like Base Chain, Polygon, Binance Smart Chain, Arbitrum, Optimism, zkSync, and others. Going down here, they have a total of 1,222 volts, which is a completely staggering number, just a massive amount of different vaults that you can participate in. And at the news section here, what at least stroked into my eye was when we that they issue these quarterly reports. That gives me an idea that this is a professionally upheld project. So when you look at the quarterly report, you can scroll down through it, and it has 20 pages of pretty much corporate jargon and hype for the project itself. You can see the income statement here, and you can see the balance sheet and all of the relevant information that you would get in any quarterly report. One thing that I did notice reading this quarterly report was the fact that they actually overtook Yearn Finance in Q3. That was pretty cool. Anyway, going forward, you can go to their app section on their website, and when you do that, you can connect your wallet. And once you have connected your wallet, what you can do is you can search and scroll through different yield farming opportunities. For example, here on Optimism, you can deposit wrapped Ethereum, and you can currently get 6.19% APY on it. And if you like this yield here, you can click this open and you can get more information. Here is a quick summary of the project itself. You can see the if it has any boosts left. You can see the safety score that the BIFI team has given this vault. You can see the historical yield. Sometimes this fluctuates, so you can even see the moving average. What is the average yield that you could expect going into the future? You can see information about insurance, how the vault works, and what is the strategy that is being implemented in this vault here. And if you would like to deposit money here or Ethereum here, you would simply click the deposit. You can select Ethereum and you select how much Ethereum you would like to deposit here, and then you simply click this button and sign the deal, and it's done. And then once you have gained the yield and you want to withdraw, you go to the withdraw section and then simply withdraw it back to your wallet. Here you can see the deposit fees and withdrawal fees, and always take a look at these, because sometimes even if the yield looks good, if they have a deposit fee or a withdrawal fee, that can hurt your yield. So you have to take that into account as well. But on the website here, you can go to the DAO section and they have proposals. You can have discussion with other token holders about the future of BIFI. But here in the Treasury section, you can see that the total holdings that they have in their treasury is $8.34 million. And here is the breakdown: 30% in stablecoins, 20% ETH, 18% wrapped Bitcoin, and 11.5% of their own token BIFI. And the cool thing here is that they also show all the information on chain, and you can have a breakdown on their holdings on every single blockchain that they have. So this is very transparent. I like it. It helps me trust the project, and it's pretty nice. They also have an analytics section here, and in the analytics section you can take a look at the annualized revenue, daily revenue. You can take a look at the total users, and when you scroll down here, you can see the breakdown of different blockchains that they are issued on. So for example, Base blockchain has the most amount of total value locked, then Arbitrum, Ethereum, Optimism, Polygon, and then the others. You can take a look at revenue by platform, like Aerodrome is the biggest moneymaker for them at the moment, users by chain, and just some other information here also. Then you can go to doc section to read more about the project itself. They have a lot of different sections here. Pretty much any question that you have about the project or the token, that is explained here. Usually when I look at projects, the docs section is not this comprehensive, so I appreciate the extra effort that they have put in here. But all in all, it looks like a solid project. It has survived the test of time. It has survived the test of bear market, and right now it already overtook the spot as #1 yield optimizer on the planet. The market cap is good. I don't know why I would not invest into BIFI. The only downsides, in my opinion, are the that is not on Solana, and the second downside is when we take a look at the different markets where BIFI is listed. Binance is obviously here. That is a good place to buy it. But other than that, the liquidity on different liquidity pools is very, very thin. So what I would recommend for BIFI team to do is just add more liquidity, because they have such a large treasury that they would allocate a little bit more from that treasury for the Uniswap liquidity pool, so the trading fees would be a little bit better for traders. And especially for whales, it would be a little bit easier to buy it without completely moving the market one way or the other. But that's pretty much all of what I have to say. I could not find any other downside really. It's just such a solid project, so that's why I invested a chunk of my money into this. And by the way, this was not a sponsored video. Forgot to say that. It's simply my own analysis as well, in case someone has any questions. But that's it. Let me know what you think of BIFI. Let me know if you want to buy it or not. If you do, that's all in your own risk. But that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. Consider subscribing to the channel, joining our Discord group, and I will see you on the next video. Thanks and bye bye.